Hey there. So I just thought I'd trace our route out since my wonderful volunteer, fabulous Green from Alberta, Kelly Green, came to help. And we got in the car in Regina on Monday morning. We went up the highway. Here we go. Ah, there we are in Watrous. We went from Watrous on that same Monday all the way up to Waka, returning office, and got our candidate for Batoche, Hamish Graham, on the ballot. Then from there, we traveled on up to Prince Albert, had to make appointments with 3 returning offices, and got the candidate for Sask Rivers, Prince Albert Northcote, and Prince Albert Carleton on the ballot. Then went back to Birch Hills, Saskatchewan, to my farm, and had a place to crash. Thank goodness my parents left the key out. We were good. Then from there, we went back up the highway all the way up to Meadow Lake. Got our candidate on the ballot at Meadow Lake. From Meadow Lake, we traveled on that very same day, which was the Tuesday, up to Beauval, Saskatchewan. From Beauval, Saskatchewan, we traveled back down the highway, back to my farm at Birch Hills. Again, what a welcome refuge it is to be able to go home in the middle of things like this. The very next day, we headed back up north to the riding of Cumberland, beautiful Larange, Saskatchewan. Got our candidate, Erin Uchu, on the ballot for Cumberland. Then we rushed all the way down the highway, really beating the clock. The returning officer was kind enough to agree to stay and open up right before closing in Rosthern, Saskatchewan. From Rosthern, Saskatchewan, we went all the way over to back to Watrous. Now I think it's understandable why I'd be confused by now. So that's down the road here again.
From Rosthern, we went back to Birch Hills.
Oh my goodness, did we go back to Birch Hills? Okay, back to Birch Hills again. Do you see why a person might get confused here? Birch Hills, barely were at Birch Hills. Then we went down the road to Waka, down the road past Meacham, and back to Watrous. Got our candidate for Humboldt Watrous on the ballot.
Thursday morning. Then we're heading over and down. We went all the way over to Kindersley and up to, what was the name of that town that we were in? Luceland. Where is Luceland? How come you didn't mark it over? It's there.
It's somewhere. Luceland. Anyway, oh, there it is, right over there. So we were in Luceland. From Luceland, I had to make it to a debate in Saskatoon. Barely made it in the door, I think, 5 minutes before we started. From Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, we then decided, okay, we'll go down to Regina. Stayed in Regina overnight at my house. Got to see my son in the middle of the night. From Regina, we then went all the way out to Langenburg, Saskatchewan this morning. First thing this morning, got in, saw the returning officer there, got Jack Paulus on the ballot for Melville Saltcoats. Then phoned over to Indian Head, Saskatchewan. And at Indian Head, we had problems. Indian Head. Got to Indian Head. There were problems with the paperwork, which we knew before going because someone had already tried to get the candidate on the ballot there. So we door knocked Indian Head, got enough signatures, and found a witness. And I got a new Saskatchewan Green Party member as part of the party there. Got into the returning office, got our candidate on the ballot. That was our very last candidate on the ballot. Full slate before the end. This is our 3rd election where we've had a full slate. So excited. And here we are back in Regina, Saskatchewan for the night, ready to celebrate with Victor and Heather Lau. So here we are at our 2nd campaign office. It's pretty exciting. Oh, we're locked out. They've gone in.
They've had enough of your shenanigans.
They're making a video again. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit giddy tonight because this is a pretty big accomplishment for a small grassroots Democratic Party. We did this with no funding from corporations or unions. We did this with the funding of small donors. The majority of our donors literally are sending in $10 at a time. This is what my vision is for the future. We're going to work together. Ordinary citizens. Green Party candidates are relatable. They're people like you and I. Like Heather Lau here, who is so beautiful. Her and her husband are a husband and wife team. The Saskatchewan Green Party really is a family affair this election. And she's made us vegan chili, which we're pretty excited about going and sampling. Anyway, thank you for following the story of our travels. I know that a lot of you have been following me the entire time that I was on my own before I got a volunteer coming with me day by day when I was traipsing around the province and getting this done. And this is a pretty excited day because we did it. We did it early. We didn't wait till the last minute and be running from returning office to returning office till 2 p.m. tomorrow. We have our full slate and we're ready to go and keep promoting all these wonderful people. Thank you. Talk to you soon. Naomi Hunter, leader of the Saskatchewan Green Party.